score hits 50. And those kind of battles help out. Well, less so that one. Then we are the ones who dictate. I have another 10 to get, another ticking 1, and we should be able to rip what we want out of Britain and secure ourselves a nice lengthy truce, which will be important for making other movements. These cores are almost done as well, which is great. What's taking that second whomp so long, says Mort? The fact that the coalition... Well, the people that have since joined the coalition are pretty wimpy. There's just no putting it nicely. Excellent. Oh, that helps out a lot. Where is my name? Oh, it's all stuck over there. Well, leg it, chief. Once I get that little bit more war score. Just one itty bitty battle. Well, maybe 3. Then I'll have everything I need. More revolts up in Crimea. Come on, I'm trying to convert this place, and it still costs me the money even though you're not actively doing it. How about down here? We got any easy pickings? I'd rather have this back. Calais falls as well, so you're going over to Württemberg, crush them, then take Ulm, so he's under complete occupation. Well, at least you can enjoy cottons. But that's all you're getting to enjoy right now. One of these. Oh, right. In this war, I should almost certainly take that off of Brazil so I never have to deal with Brazil again. Things I take off of France are superfluous compared to never seeing a Brazilian again in my life. There they go. They know I'm on my way. Got them. Got the cores. Tlemcen will be done very soon. And this is only 90%, so yeah, let's chew up Morocco so I don't have to be in war with them as well. Goodbye, Dip. We have a staggering 41 of you. Well, we had a staggering 41 of you. I certainly don't have the admin to core all this up, but let's get going with it anyway. Well, close enough. That name's getting better, but Brazil is poking into it. Mare Nostrum achieved? Nice. Not quite. Again, Brazil. That cost 500 dip. My goodness, says Clanad. Yep. Crummy Casus Belli. Never leave home without them. Where are they going up to? Sirim? Can't I just rush straight into the likes of the Spaniards and kill them? No, I wouldn't reach them in time. Well, I would if I legged it. War never changes. Alright, let's see how confident we are taking them on. We don't have the greatest of generalship here. Oh god, I need to win the battles, not lose them. Speaking of which, Pegu is ours at least. And they're working on that, but I have a feeling they're going to take that without too much problem. Go and chase down discount Brazilians, please. Wow, that was a rough fight. We'll come out on top, but yeah, very rough. Still not so rough that we don't get the 50 war score we need to take whatever we want. And by whatever we want, I mean 32% war score worth of stuff. And that quickly adds up from French provinces. Now, I'm not sure if this is the best stuff to be demanding right now, but I have to occupy whatever I want, so I can't just take this, sadly. Still, gets the coalition off my back, and if that means additional French lands, then that's nay too shabby. Question is which of these French lands are worth the most. Discount Brazilians. I thought Portugal was gone. Portugal is gone, and now they're kicked out of Europe, except for these crummy little islands. Take Paris. Taking Paris is quite tempting, isn't it? But borders. It's awfully expensive taking the stuff off of Britain. That'd be my lack of casus belli for you. Take Lutetia. Forts. Many conflicting things to take. Forts are... yeah... that is certainly doable, but the crimes against Bordogor I'm committing for this... they'd never forgive me. I wouldn't forgive me. Let's take Paris. If you take Paris, please name it to Promise. As in Promise. Well, Dello 42, I will not do that, because it sounds really stupid. I'm just going to take a bit of extra so that we have a longer truce. That's only 8 years truce, but I can make good use of that, especially if I break truces along the way. Ooh, that's some good mill tech to have. It's also hugely expensive. Also, I'm at my overextension limit. I can't actually take more land. Guess I'm giving it to Toulouse after all. Which is a crying shame. I don't want to. Let me think. Paris will certainly be an area that I take for myself. The everything is just so high. So I'll give all this to you and keep this for myself. Makes a bit of sense. There we go. Well, plenty of them died trying to take me. And they failed. Oh, hang on. I, as usual, did not take the Brazilians into account. Between the adding more provinces and the constant negative dip, I don't think you'll ever even annex them. We'll get there eventually. What are they getting? Namur. I really don't want to give them this land, but I can't afford to hold on to it myself. Paris and Chartres. Chartres? I don't know. I don't speak French. Who would speak French? There's a bit of a problem. I'm still over my overextension limit, so I guess I'll have to give them Orléans as well, if they can afford it. There we go. Well, Toulouse looks even mightier now that they actually have Paris. Nice. Wasn't 1721 the estimated annex time we started about 10 years ago? Yeah, but that was when I had all these negative factors on my integration stuff. Now I don't have it. Now what I have in the negative is Diplo power. I can't help but feel if I went bankrupt I would gain Diplo power. Okay. The name is still derpy. Tunis still need to die. I'm not about to break a truce over that, but I have a fairly separate truce time with them. So I should make sure I have... yeah, I am spying on them. Good. I'm also spying on Morocco, so I should make my claim on Tafilat, so I can take that later. Claiming Brazil, but I shouldn't need to anymore. But I will thunk a claim on Madeira. Maybe I can bully him for it later on. Now, let's sort ourselves out a bit. You guys hold on to Salé. You'll be defending North Africa largely. You two will defend Iberia, as you do. You're still the defender of Italia. You're just bumming about, frankly. Which is fine, I suppose. Do you even know what you're doing? No, you really don't. The hell are you doing? Get over to Paris. They're probably going to rise up there eventually. And the coalition's dissolving, which is relatively good news. Okay. I can scratch France and Morocco off of my list of conquests. Next up is South Germany. So I'm essentially conquering this And it's really difficult for me to figure out where to draw the line. Let's consult our map for a moment. Get out your magnifying glass here. I think it's better to determine key provinces where it all ends. I don't get all of the Dutch lands, sadly, but I don't really know where that ends. It kind of droops down, and I don't know. I should put some effort into actually figuring this out. Vindobona is Vienna, Jake. Yep, I can see that. Jake, you're not allowed to take extra? It's not about allowed or not. I just want to follow something that vaguely looks like that when I'm done. If it's a little out by a province or two, then so be it. But I kind of want to draw a line in the sand that says this is what I take. So it would be something like along here, this or something. I don't know. I should probably paint it with custom nations between the streams. Utrecht is yours. After that, no. Utrecht. Yeah, man, but there's these areas. I don't want to not complete areas in the game. Yeah, I think I'll paint it by areas and it'll be something like that. We'll do whatever feels logical. Right, the cores are coring. The overextension is extended, but not overly. There are rebels to kill. There's basically a bunch of cleanup, so let's go and do that right now. Where's my defense of... Okay, there you are. Get back to... Yeah, Macedonia's good. And we'll give you a lift to kill some rebel scum. Jake, you can see the Rhine River on the map. It follows that on it. Mort, I'm not German. I don't care about the... Well, actually, no. I've been next to the Rhine. It was pretty cool. It was huge. I don't know if I want you to defend Anatolia or here. I wish I could just have double of you. Well, you can defend around here in general. You should probably hang around somewhere like... Yeah, actually, that's quite good, because then you can defend quite a lot of land around here. This is forted up as it is, which is fine. I'm still burning for money, though, for some reason. Very burning for money. I'd like to stop burning, please. It's that enormous army maintenance I pay for my enormous army. If I could stop paying my army for a little while, that would be nice. But something rebels. Hey? You rose up and then you just immediately go away? That's fine. That's strange. They I don't think were on my list of rebels. I can keep converting, but I'm definitely sticking to cheaper conversions right now. Red is pinning up something that says this might help with the borders. Not really. Uses current day things. Oocha. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I think between the end of this stream and the start of the next one, I'll sit down with the custom nation designer and paint the map and hold those borders somewhat accountable. Okay, I'm going to defend ourselves and get that guy back. And also, yeah, it costs a gorillion points, but let's get the next Uber Miltech. Because I can't think of anything better to spend that on. 2 merchants idling, that would help with the dollars. It's odd that 2 are idling, because now I don't know where one of them was going. One was definitely working here. Where was the other one? Constantinople, of course. Can't help but feel I'd be better collecting than pushing it over to Ragusa. Oh well. I'm not worrying too much about that front. Get the dragons. We're wonderfully surviving now. If I wrap up these rebels, and I will wrap up these rebels, then I can stop paying for my army for a bit and actually make some money. Education for the poor. You best be joking me. Influence of the clergy from it as well. Oh, speaking of the clergy, I could well punch them for some admin points. Not for a couple of years. Phooey. Burgers, you really gotta help me out monetarily. Could have given them more influence, but I didn't fancy it. It was something I was about to do here, but I've forgotten it, so it can't be that important. There we go. With all that done, and the only rebels looking to rise up being the Fazan, I think we'll just ease off on paying salaries for a bit to make some dosh. There's the idea that I could actually get rid of some of the edicts. It's a pretty good idea, because I have lots of edicts. And they do mount up in cost, so let's just kill them. It's a lot of defensive edicts that don't matter so much anymore. And yeah, those costs, they exist. I don't really think I need the manpower edict here and here. Isn't there quite a lot of manpower here? 8, 8, and 8. We'll keep it. I like having that manpower. Otherwise, it's especially not have them over in these relatively sealed off areas. Any more for any more? Yeah, Carthage. I'd burn down Carthage more if I could, but I can't. That helps out a good deal with the dosh. What's really costing also is paying off all this corruption, because well, let's see what's causing it. Overextension, massively. Well, we can sort that by getting cores. Core and core fast. Alright, we're in a good space. A relatively good space. There are still going to be revolts, and I'm still going to have to... Okay. Yep. Actually, I should be able to kill you on low maintenance. Yeah, I'm confident we can take you on. Build buildings for dollars? No. Well, I probably could. I certainly could build workshops that would give Boon dollar. But I'm not a big fan. Even though the amount of money they make is huge. Alright, we'll do it. At this point, workshops make some damn good money. And the investment in them is pretty small. Can you show ideas? Asks Sakaria. Yes, yes we can. What's not seen here is that we once had exploration and expansion. Do we take expansion? Well, we killed them off. We have aristocracy, administrative, diplo, quality, quantity. And we just started on religious because I was tantalized by the idea of cultural enrichment cost being reduced. Bang. What does the rest of the world look like after savaging it? So-so. It's the world for sure. Pasai and Brunei hurt me quite a bit there. I should strongly consider getting them off of my back. So I'll improve relations with both of them. And since I don't think I'll be coming at the Mamluks for a wee bit, I shouldn't need to worry about that either. Bengal, I want the dam out. Let's get on that. And I have what I need to get my claim on you. Your lands are all pretty garbage, so I'll just take one claim. Shouldn't need that much more. 24% of the way towards integrating Toulouse. Maybe someday that'll increase, even by a speck. There's going to be plenty for you to kill around here. Get to it, please. At some point. Where is PRoman? PRoman started right here. They're often overshadowed by Tangu. Oh, dear lord. What? Relations between the nobility and the Emperor could hardly be worse. The great sense of distrust is plainly visible. That's a lot of autonomy to give out, but autonomy goes down pretty fast. And I don't really want to deal with those. Yeah, you're fine. Because I can also punch you for those, well, not when you're that disloyal. I have quite a few age rewards, but none of these really appeal to me. I don't have rivals, so these don't matter. I guess I could take that even though I don't use it. Hell, I could take everything. We've eclipsed everyone. Nobody is possible. We're top of the food chain. Moroccans, Algerians, basically North Africa is revolting. I want to pull apart Morocco and Tunis when I can, but I have very lengthy truces with both of them. So who's actually next on the chopping block? South Germany, I know I said, but there are a lot of them, sire. The best thing I could reasonably do is either truce break, or once the coalition truce runs out, I just ram into various people that have the fewest, the most allies and chew through them. Alternative is that I attack people that have allies outside of who I've cheesed off the most. But I think I've cheesed off everyone. Are you going to go revolutionary? It's not a current plan. I was able to be in 100 PP with no rivals. Plus 68 for clawing apart the Ottomans, 26 for doing Castile. I did Castile ages ago, so just purely taking tons of land. Right, it's nice making money again. We'll make even more once these cores are up, and we're entering a relatively peaceful and stable time for the PRoman Empire. The existence of Tunis and Morocco continue to disgust me, but once they're gone, Africa is completely finished. There's still some stuff to be done with the Mamluks. I need to take this area, these two areas, and I still need to deal with this. It was held on to. Yeah, they dropped it a lot, but it was there. So I need to make my way down to the Gulf. Basically the lands that Mamluk and Ottomans still hold around here, but Tabriz is doing their level best to take it away. Mamluks, Tlemceni, Moroccans, all to be expected. In fact, what are you guys doing down there? Other than burning, actually. Do you have some good states to make? I'm actually pretty low on states. I only have 3 more that I can. Central Morocco is apparently very good. Crimea is good. Rome is good. Many of them are good, but I'm just going to hold on to them, because I'll probably regret it if I... Uh-oh. I'm glad I kept this fairly decent fort. Let's actually pay for our units for a bit, even though the money is painful. So we can go and take care of these guys. Nice. I shouldn't need a lot of morale to take care of them, especially if Filbo busts them out. Tlemcen as well. It was very kind of them to revolt on a fort. If you're that close, just wait until the turn of the month. And then slaughter them. Lovely. Jake, anyone you can punch for money? You're looking a little tight. It's fine, we're making decent money. Could be more decent, but... Russia probably has a lot of money they could cough up. Britain as well. Southeast Asians, I'd punch them for land, but I don't really have what it takes to core it. Aha. Excellent. Good that you rose up in Cairo. Glory Hale's there to jump on you with all 6 of his maneuver points. Where there is faith, there is trust. Since the government of our empire officially began encouraging worship and focusing life on the true Protestant faith, our people feel more secure in their daily lives and with each other. Wonderful. Maximum stability to celebrate this time of uncontested prosperity for the PRoman Empire. I don't know about Russia, Jake. I've read too much history about armies invading Russia. I wouldn't have to invade them, I just have to win the war. Enough to get 25% war score worth a dosh out of them. Okay, that really gets rid of almost all the rebels. It's just Constantine and Hedona and a few other places which I won't really claim to know exactly where they are. Probably around here. It's all garbage anyway. I should know Constantine. I'm looking straight at it. So once you've slaughtered them, you get over to the likes of Annaba and you're okay. Let's keep those conversions going. Okay, is there any war that's likely to hit us in the next few months? I see some truces that aren't very long. Pomerania, but that's because they're involved in some other hanky-panky. The coalition against us is dismantling, which is lovely. If it completely dismantles, then I might... Ooh, how nice. You don't need to go all the way back there. You could just hang around here for a bit. Yeah, hang around in Carthage for fun. Brazilians. Do I read that right? Brazilians rising up in Fez. Bleh. As part of the challenge, you have to be the colony for the entire world conquest, no going independent. What are you talking about, Mark Jew? Oh, I have a challenge for you. Has any colony at start date conquered? No, forget it. Here's a challenge, conquer the world. You realize that's like 60 plus hours of your life that you're just saying, hey, do this for the lols. No, thank you. World conquest gets real tedious real fast. It's kind of disrespectful to ask somebody to do that. Time for some cultural enrichment in Fez. Yeah, let's actually look into why that was the case. Is it just because of the core? Or do they really identify... oh my god. This will not stand. What nations have you world conquested as? Ryukyu, Ryukyu, and Golden Horde. What was it? Ryukyu, Golden Horde, Ryukyu. Just those 2 nations, I think. There we go. They're all dead. The only people that want to rise up now are the disgusting secretions. And they are pretty disgusting. I could just throw autonomy at them. I'd get that absolutism back in a year anyway. There we go. Nice. Spy network construction is actually kind of tempting. Because I still have to make claims right now. Yeah, I should get that and then consider who I need to jump on right now. I wasn't the first to do an EU4 world conquest. Some guy went Austria into HRE and did it before me. That was back when you could diplo-vassalize any nation at all if you simply had enough diplomatic reputation. And Austria certainly had plenty of that. Okay, who do I not have a truce with? Bohemia. And you're not in the coalition against me. And you'd bring in Gelre and Utrecht. But not some other losers. Interesting. You're a good gateway into taking some fights. This is difficult. I need that Diplo power, but I need that everything power right now. Except, really, military, so it's a good thing that PS is next in line. How to do this, then, I wonder. Should probably strike Bohemia whilst they're still not in the coalition, because they certainly want to join it. So... now what I need to do is paint the lines that I need to draw into all of this. There's also the Ottomans granted. Their truce is up with me in 4 years. And I need to smooth out the border with them as well. I also need to figure out what said border is. Regardless, we'll build a spy network on both of them. Shirvan needs to die at some point, but they're kind of late game cleanup. I should focus on what needs to be done in Europe. I think I still have that claim on... No, I don't have that claim on Castile. Switzerland never joined the war against me. Which is more, fighting them will involve a lot of people that could be chewed away at. Okay, that's decided then. This will allow me to pick a few wars on my own terms without triggering the coalition, and that is useful to me. Very useful to me. Who else do I want to chew into? Oh, God knows everybody. 3 more years and I'll have Diplo power again to sink into integrating Toulouse, who it now takes longer to integrate because they've probably developed or otherwise gained more development. Tank Sap Kafan says, finally on night shift for a Jake stream. Hope it's going to be a long one. Well, that's a lovely segue for me to say, you know what, knowing that I want to paint the borders here and figure the rest out, I think we're going to call it there and then resume with the PRoman Empire next week during the next strategy segments. We also have our next long play rolled, which is the Bana Saga, so there's plenty going on next week, which will somehow be jammed in around the release of Iceborne, which is going to eat up my personal time, but probably not be streamed. So, cheers for joining for Prom. That was the biggest fight we've had yet. I wonder if they'll bring even bigger, but Mare Nostrum is ours at least. Thank God for that. Okay, cheers, and until the next stream, cheerio.